because we were speaking Portuguese. Okay, so Michele, share with us, how was for you the transition from being a postdoc in Brazil to start your new lab there? Tell us, share your experience from Brazil.
Thank you very much for the invitation. When I transited from postdoc to PI, professor in Brazil, my biggest challenge was the competition between many candidates for professors. And in Brazil, this is very difficult. There are a lot of exams you have to get in and compete with others. So this is the biggest challenge. After that, my experience, I got the position, but at the Department of Pharmacology in the University of São Paulo, where I am, there's no too much space in the building where the department is, because it's a historic building, and there is a big challenge to have a space. And then I stayed during 1 year in another lab after I got the position, until they could find a space for me. And then next I had to renovate all the space and do that space a lab and start to do the research and have my students. So this was hard.
Tell me, did you receive any startup when you started your position, or in Brazil they don't have this option?
I did, but very little. And it's like an incentive, but not, you cannot start a lab with this money. But there in São Paulo we have a FAPESP, and then I got this grant. And with the grant, I could buy a lot of things for the lab, like equipment that I need and reagents.
How long did it take until you got your first grant?
1 year.
About 1 year?
Yeah.
Okay.
During my postdoc, I was very well trained to get grants and train the students. So I think that this was the chance that I got very quickly.
So when you started your lab, it was very important, the support of your colleagues from the department. So you counted on that.
Yes.
And it was easy for you to identify someone in the department that could help you there? You knew the people from the department, or they were completely new to you?
They were not new, because I did my PhD there.
Okay.
So I had a lot of help, especially from my ex-supervisor that was from the department. So I stayed in his lab, but the other professors, many of them were very helpful. Some of them not, but many of them very helpful.
And during this process, during the transition, did you have any mentor that was helping you, guiding you on the process of getting the position, or in the process of starting your own lab? Did you have any mentor?
Not at all.
No?
No.
So do you have like an informal mentor, let's say someone that you could count on to take advice, or that could help you by giving you some guidance or advice?
Yes, but not in Brazil.
Okay.
I did postdoc in Canada, so my supervisor in Canada was very helpful for me. He trained me for that, and then when I got a position in Brazil, he helped me in how to do the lab and to take the grants more than in the department in the university.
And nowadays, now you are a PI, you have your lab, you are a professor there. Do you think that the culture of mentorship now has grown a bit? Do you see that it's more present in the departments and helpful, or do you think it's still not?
It's still not
developed.
I think it's for some people. They were born with the helpful kind of
attitude,
but there's no
culture of mentorship.
No.
And do you think if you would have a formal mentorship at that time from someone from Brazil, do you think in which aspects maybe they could be helped? Like, for example, if you would mentor now someone that would be in the same position as you, what do you think? What type of advices or things that you think that are important that you would tell them?
Especially how to put things in order inside the lab, and what to get, and how to plan the organization in the lab, and how to get grants and training the students. I think this is the most important, at least for me at the beginning.
Last question. I know that you are very international because we met even in Canada. Somehow we were connected. We didn't meet in person, but we were connected. Do you think this internationality was important for you, helped you somehow, and it's something that you want to continue, or do you think it's not so necessary in Brazil?
No, it's completely
academia?
necessary.
Okay.
I think for me, it makes a lot of difference in my life. I recommend it for all of people who pass with me, together with me, to go abroad and have experience outside. It's very, very important.
But also to keep these connections,
Of course. Yes.
Like for exchange of students and project collaboration.
My research experience now, I have a lot of people outside like you, and the exchange of the students is very important for them, for me, for the growing of the lab, and also people makes a lot of difference personally and academically as well.
Okay, thank you very much, Michele.
Thank you.